How's everyone doing? So I am out here working on my power steering pump because it took a dump in the driveway of just power steering fluid um all over the place. Like it happened overnight. Here, let me show you real quick. So you see this doo-doo brown stain in my driveway? That was my power steering just leaking all out overnight. When I got halfway out of the neighborhood, I knew all my power steering was gone, and then I came back, topped it back off, and I got halfway to work. This is where I topped it off at. Halfway to work, and power steering went back out. So I got the car over here in the sky. Well, not in the sky fully, but just on two wheels. And I found out that all it was just a loose hose that goes to the bottom of the power steering. Let me see if I can show you guys. So right here, this is the hose, and let me see, right there, this whole I probably can't get my hand in there that well, but right there where my finger is, this was all loose. So you can move it by hand. So I just get a 17mm in there and just tighten it up, and that should be all it was. It was like really loose. So, but however, this video is about the OBX headers, because one of my followers, I think his name is Luke Kerr, asked me to give a review of the OBX headers in long tube X pipe. So bottom line up front is, I think it's a buy that's really worth it. I mean, you're paying like $650 for these headers shipped, and they're not that bad of a deal. You got to make sure you get there's two different versions. There's versions go from 05 to 07 when the car is in the LS2 configuration, and then 08 to 2013 for LS3 C6. But when you put these on here, they bolt right up, no issues. I know I don't got the car in the air very high to help you do it, but these bolt up with no issues. They're stainless steel. However, the only issue you're really gonna have is they have some sucky clamps. As you can see, most cars have like a this clamp right here will be like a tri one, like it'll be bolts on 3 sides for you to tighten down. This one has them on 4. So it just made it a little tricky to do it. Here there was initially a clamp here, but they just sucked, and I already read about online that the clamps are gonna suck. You might want to replace them. So I ended up having to get it welded up here and welded up here, because that's where where it was leaking. It cost me about $150 to get it done. So $650 plus, you know, another $150 is about $800. Still comes in cheaper than buying some Cooks or some LG or some American Racing headers, which are about $1,200 to $1,500. But they definitely go in pretty easy. You're gonna need some pretty, if you want to keep your rear O2 sensors hooked up, you're gonna need some pretty long extensions. I'm talking you're gonna need like two extensions to make them work. But mine have been tuned out, so I might as well just gone and disconnect them. But yeah, they go up pretty well. The car, the sound of the car when you actually get into it has a very raspy sound that I really love. If you don't think Mustangs sound good, then there's something wrong with you just not appreciating all cars. But it kind of sounds like a Mustang with its raspiness when you get into it, especially with the cam. But no, it sounds great. These aren't catalytic converters, these are resonators. You can some shop can be fooled by them, because especially if you got the other O2 sensors hooked up. But the last thing I will say about these OBX headers is that my engine builder, Corey Henderson down at Henderson Performance, he states that, you know, these are good headers for the price, but they'll only last like maybe max maybe 2 to 3 years, because he says the stainless steel on them is so thin that over wear and tear of, you know, numerous heating cycles, being exposed to the elements, that it just becomes so thin that you just start having rust spots. Not necessarily not rust spots, but the metal would just, you know, just cave through, or like there'll be just holes in the exhaust. I'm hoping by that period I'll have enough funds to actually upgrade to a Cooks or an LG, or, you know, like American Racing headers. But, you know, if you want some budget headers and a long tube X pipe that's going to function for about a year or two until you get some money, or 2 or 3 years, I will definitely go with these OBX. I'm happy with the buy. I won't put it on my wife's vet because just for longevity purposes. But, you know, for what I'm using for now, I mean, I love them. I don't regret the buy at all. But if you have any other questions, or you'd like to see any other special videos, just go ahead and like it. Just tell me in the comments and I'll come up with something. If you haven't been to the channel before, thank you for watching, and please like and please subscribe. Thank you for watching.